Hello everyone, welcome to chapter 3 of the reading of the Torah. We're still with the Genesis book. Now let's start. Uh, now, now the serpent was cunning more than all the beasts of the field that the Lord God had made, and it said to the woman, "Did God indeed say, 'You shall not eat any of the trees of the garden'?" And the woman said to the serpent, "Of the fruit of the trees of the garden we may eat." So the woman lied. But of the fruit of the tree that is in the midst of the garden, God said, "You shall not eat of it, and you shall not touch it, lest you die." And the serpent said to the woman, "You will surely not die." You know how devious it was. For God knows that on the day that you eat thereof, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like angels, knowing good and evil. And the women saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, and the tree was desirable to make one wise. So she took of its fruit, and she ate, and she gave also to her husband with her, and he ate. And the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed. How do you say this in English? Uh, I'm sorry, it's not my native language. Uh,
Sewed.
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 Okay, sewed. And they sewed fig leaves and made themselves girdles. What's girdles? Fajas. Okay, they made like some clothes and made themselves girdles. And they heard the voice of the Lord God going in the garden to the direction of the sun, and the man and his wife hid from before the Lord God in the midst of the trees of the garden. Yeah, that's gonna work. And the Lord God called to man, and he said to him, "Where are you? What are you, dude? You ate from the tree, didn't you?" And he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I'm naked, so I hid." And he said, "Who told you that you're naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" And the man said, "The woman you gave it to me, the woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me the tree, so I ate." Come on, man. And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this that you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent enticed me, and I ate." And the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed be you more than all the cattle and more than all the beasts of the field. You shall walk on your belly, and you shall eat dust all the days of your life." That's a harsh punishment. "And I shall place hatred between you and between the woman, and between your seed and between her seed. He will crush your head, and you will bite his heel." Oh, so that's why people don't like snakes. Then to the woman he said, "I shall surely increase your sorrow and your pregnancy." What's sorrow? I think something like sadness. Uh, Pena. Yeah, it's grief. It means something like grief or pain. Uh, "I shall surely increase your sorrow and your pregnancy. In pain you shall bear children, and to your husband will be your desire, and he will rule over you." Okay. I mean, I hope we can help women so that their pregnancies they're not so painful. I mean that it's really tough. It's really tough stuff. I mean, I've been in cesarean sections helping, and I mean you cut the woman open like a fish and get the baby out. I mean it's pretty metal. I mean, uh, vaginal births they look more painless, but I mean I mean, obviously they're not painless, but it's a tough experience. No wonder why so many women died in childbirth in ancient history. I hope we can change that, and so women live happy lives with their families if they so desire, free from disability, and with renowned health and good health. And to the man he said, because you listened to your wife and you ate from the tree from which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it, cursed be the ground for your sake. With toil shall you eat of it all the days of your life, and it will cause thorns and thistles to grow for you, and you shall eat the herbs of the field. What's thistles? Ah, it's let's put it in. Let's put an image. So that's a thistle. Doesn't look very appetizing to me. Uh, you should be called. You should, and it will cause thorns. I know what a thorn is, but let me show you an image. Yeah, that doesn't look appetizing as well. I mean, it looks barren. It looks barren as fuck. I wouldn't like to eat that. Um, with the sweat of your face, you shall eat bread until you return to the ground, for you were taken therefrom. For dust you are, and to dust you will return. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty accurate. And the man named his wife Eve, because she was the mother of all life. And the Lord God made for Adam and for his wife shirts of skin, and he dressed them. Um, sorry. Now the Lord God said, behold, man has become like one of us, having the ability of knowing good and evil. And now, lest he stretch forth his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. Yeah, that would be awesome. I wouldn't mind living 3,000 years or so. But I mean, imagine if Adolf Hitler was able to live for 2,000 years, or I don't know, Genghis Khan, or Stalin, or Putin, or somewhere else. I mean, imagine, or Kim Jong Un living 2,000 years. I mean, how will society cope with that? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Leave your opinion in the comments. And the Lord God sent him out of the Garden of Eden to till the soil whence he had been taken. And he drove the man out, and he stationed from the east of the Garden of Eden the cherubim and the blade of the revolving sword to guard the way to the tree of life. I think a cherubim is like a small angel, but let's look at a picture. Hmm. Dear God, that looks awful as fuck. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't get close to the Garden of Eden if that was guarding the entrance. I mean, this is supposed to be like the classical image, but I mean, I don't know. Let's look at some other images. Yeah, that looks really scary. And he drove the man out, and he stationed from the east of the Garden of Eden the cherubim and the blade of the revolving sword to guard the way of the tree of life. Well, that was it. So that was chapter 3. If you're interested in supporting this content, please consider donating some cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. We take Bitcoin, Ethereum. Please subscribe, like it, share it with your friends if you want to. Leave your opinion in the comments about what you thought of this, and thank you for your attention.